Hello, church. Scott here. It's Thursday, October 8th, I think. Couple things to mention today. One is I want to invite us to pray. And in a sense, I get this is a call to prayer. Life is full of challenges, has been for months, uniquely in this season. But right now, a number of our folks are in very critical health situations. So I just want to invite us to pray for Rob and Colleen Hirschfield. Colleen's cancer has it developed, and we need to really pray for them as they walk through this season. Mel Zurkowski, Chris and Mel want to pray for them. Mel's having some surgery yesterday, and this is a significant season for them. So let's lift them up as our brothers and sisters in Christ. There's others around us too that I know are in hard places, significant health crises, moments, some even facing death, and we want to pray for one another in this season. So let's do that. As anyone comes to mind, as you sit maybe to pray before dinner tonight, or just you're in the midst of life, or sit with others to pray, let's lift up to God one another and seek the presence of the Spirit, God's healing, God's renewing, God's life, God's comfort, God's will for one another. And if you're in a place where you need prayer, ask, okay? Please ask us, ask others. We'd love to pray for you. I'm praying today for many of you. Second, there's a link in this email to a survey. We've mentioned this in recent weeks. We've been doing a 4-week trial on having our Sunday service offered specifically at 10 o'clock to try to gather many of us together and have a greater sense of connectedness, worshiping together, even though we're at a distance. Obviously, the service is always available after 10, but it's been uniquely released at 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings. So we just have a survey we're putting out there. We said we'd do this. We want to listen to you and hear how you're connecting with our worship gathering on Sundays, what that looks like for you, what's most helpful. We want to make sure it is as accessible and effective as possible. So click on the link. It just takes a couple minutes, really. I did it myself, and it's really short but meaningful. So third, you might notice a link today about I'm starting a study group on Tuesday night, starting this coming week, based on a book, working through a book by Joshua Ryan Butler called The Skeletons in God's Closet. We're going to reading through the book, and then discussing it in our times together on Tuesday nights, starting this Tuesday night, October 13th. It's a book exploring how do we make sense of the goodness of God when the biblical narrative speaks of judgment, wrath, hell, violence in the Old Testament. How do these things fit in with the goodness of God and the gospel of Jesus, or do they? I think this book will be really helpful. So it's a book study. You got to read the book between the meetings, read the chapters that are assigned, and then we come into the group and discuss it. I think we'll have some good, needed conversation. I hope that it's life-giving and helpful for everyone who's there. I will say it's really for those that are wanting to lean into this, grappling with these questions, find themselves maybe struggling with their faith at times because of these questions. It's not just for anyone who wants to be in a group, but anyone who really wants to lean into this conversation. So if that's you, the registration is below. You can always go to lambrick.com/registrations to sign up for any of our events. That's lambrick.com/registration, and you'll get the link. So that's it. Talk to you soon. I think Lucy's got something for us as well.
Guys, it's October already. Can you believe it? Which means that October 31st is just around the corner. It's almost Halloween. And those of you who were at Lambrick this time last year will know that usually for Halloween, we run this big event called Treat Street, where we open the doors of our church and loads of families from our local Gordon Head community come in, and they take their kids trick-or-treating inside the building, and normally about 400 people come or more, and it's a great way to form friendships with our local community, and to just have a really good time and to love the community of Gordon Head. Now this year, we've been looking at all the guidance that Bonnie Henry has released and all of the current restrictions and guidelines for events that we have to work within. And we think that we found a way to make Treat Street happen and make it COVID safe. So Treat Street is not cancelled this year. It's going to happen, but it can only happen if we have lots of people to help. So if you are around on October 31st this year, it's a Saturday, for any window of time or for all of the time between 2:30 and 8:30 p.m. And would like to come and give out candy to kids or be a welcoming, friendly face to people and direct them where they need to go, we need lots and lots of helping hands. So if you think that you would like to come along and volunteer, wear a silly outfit that incorporates a mask, we would just love to have you come along and join the Treat Street team. In previous years, tons of people from Lambrick Youth, lots of our youth group have come and been great at giving out candy. So if you're part of the youth group or know someone who is, maybe this would be a great thing that you can do together, a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon. So if you think that this would be fun, please sign up to volunteer at lambrick.com/registrations. The other thing we need is we need people to donate some candy. And so if you would think that you would be able to donate some candy that we can give out to trick-or-treaters at Treat Street, please be in touch with us. You can either drop it off at the church during office hours, which are Mondays and Wednesdays between 10 and 12:30. Or if you can't make that work, or if you would like to donate some candy but have some COVID complications, then drop me an email at office@lambrick.com, and we'll arrange a workaround for that. Okay guys, I am so excited that this event isn't cancelled. I hope you are too, and I look forward to hearing from you. One more thing I forgot to mention is a big difference with the way we have to run Treat Street this year in order to be in line with the provincial guidelines and restrictions for events is this has to be a pre-registration only event. It can't be a drop-in event. So as you spread the word amongst your friends and family, please could you just pass on the information that if they would like to come to Treat Street, then they need to sign up and book a place. It's all free obviously, but they need to book a place at lambrick.com/registrations, and unfortunately there are only 150 spots. 150 people can come to the event, so please make sure to ask people, or if you would like to come, or if you're telling people who might like to come, say that you need to book nice and early because it might book up and it might get full.
Hi Lambrick, my name is April Haggerty. I was wondering, how many of you are thinking about Christmas already? I know it might seem a bit early, but I sure am. And I'm super excited to announce that Lambrick Park Church is going to be putting on a fabulous Christmas play to help celebrate the season. The play is called Casting Call, and it's a fun and light-hearted yet meaningful Christmas play, which we will be sharing online. The cool thing is, this play was written like 8 years ago, but it turns out to be the perfect COVID-friendly script to produce. So, as Christmas approaches, you'll be hearing more about Casting Call, and we will be very excited to share it with you. Now, a project like this takes a lot of people to pull it off, so we really need your help. We are looking for people with acting experience, a passion for drama, and a desire to use it for God's glory. We need some of these people to fill out the 7-person cast. And if acting isn't quite your thing, we're also looking for someone to fill a significant narrator type role. We also need help with costumes, props, set, video, filming, and production. There are lots of ways to be involved. So if this is of interest to you, please send us an email and we can give you more information. So this Christmas is likely to be different than other Christmases past because of COVID. But nevertheless, we are hoping that this play will help spread Christmas joy and will allow the Lambrick community to pull together to create something beautiful for God's glory. So please send us an email if you'd like to be part of the Casting Call team. Thank you.